Well, what's going on, everybody? It's a special day today because we're doing an interview with Illuvium's finest, Matt. Matt, how is it going?
Good, how about you?
Really good myself, thank you. Thanks for jumping on, so let's jump right into it. What is exactly the job you're doing at Illuvium?
Yeah, so I'm a junior developer, coding in the simulation portion of the game. So the stuff that's going on in the autobattler, that's kind of the stuff that I work on. Work on a team that does all that, and mess around a little bit in Unreal. It's pretty much the what I handle.
Awesome. So you have been having a hard time jumping over to Unreal 5, like doing the transition to that?
No, not really. It's a bit different UI. I don't really get too in depth on Unreal, so I'm sure maybe if I started messing with the tricky stuff, I'd probably have some issues. But everything I've messed with so far has been pretty much the same workflow, just looking a little different.
Right. So you enjoying your work? You having a good time?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's definitely my favorite job.
Nice. Who of the Warwick brothers is your boss?
Mainly, well, I mean, technically all of them, but mainly Aaron is who I deal with for like the our weekly meetings. That's at like 4:30 in the morning. So he always gets to hear me like half awake trying to figure out my answers.
Right. Time zones, man. I wasn't aware of them that much till Illuvium hit.
Yep.
All around the world. So good. So it must be a relaxed environment. Like everybody seems really chill, really down to earth, but there is crazy timelines to be achieved, I feel like. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, it's nice because there is like the timelines and there is that push to get things done. But there is also a sense of relaxation in that, like, if you mess something up, you don't have to worry about your boss coming down on you and freaking out and yelling at you. It's not like that. It's like, hey, get your ass in gear, do your work, get it done, but also don't have a heart attack and don't stress that much about it.
Yeah, that's good. So like Kieran and Grant, they're like cursing each other out and everything between each other, but not towards the team, I guess.
Yeah, no, I've never been cursed at by any of them. Not at least not in seriousness. I'm sure I have been in joking.
That sounds good. What did you work before? Did you do something similar? How did you get into Illuvium?
No, actually, I actually just graduated a bit before I got the job with Illuvium. Before that, I was working at State Farm for a while, working claims and management. So complete opposite, but a little bit before it, I was messing in my own projects. And like I said, got a degree in software development. I got with Illuvium because I was super active in the community. I joined it like 2 months after the Discord was created in February of 21. And then became mod and just kind of really bugged Aaron, and I think Johnny bugged him a bit too, saying, "Hey, what can I do? What can I help you guys out with?" And Danny and them all hooked me up and gave me a chance.
Yeah, I'm sure you must have lived up to the expectations because they do everything in Illuvium is done with such precision and quality, and like you cannot slack.
Yeah, I hope so. I try to make up with being a junior. Kind of try to make up with some of my lack of knowledge, first of all, by trying to learn in all of my spare time that I can, and doing as much work as I can. So if it takes me longer to figure stuff out, I want to get all the work that's assigned to me and more, so I can kind of try to make up for me trying to catch up to speed.
Definitely. That's the fire. That's the, what was it? I saw it in the Discord, like that hunger. You need that hunger to really like put in the extra hours to really.
Yeah, definitely there.
Yeah. Aaron said he cannot play the game because in his head he already has the finished version. Like he already knows what it's gonna look like, so he cannot play it right now in the beta state. How about you? Are you playing a lot? Like, do you have to play a lot?
Don't have to play a lot. No, I do try to play as much as I can. But what my issue is I'll start playing, and then I'll be like, crap, wait a second. That's a bug that I'm supposed to be working on. Even if it's not assigned to me during the sprint, like I'll recognize something that I need to do, or it'll make me think of an assignment that I have. So I'll kind of hop off and get working. So usually I'll play, maybe like a half hour. Then I'm like, crap, I want to get this done. I want to get this fixed. So then I'll get back into Visual Studio and start working again.
Yeah. does it work out usually? Like you see a bug, all right, I gotta fix that. You fix it, and then you play it again, and you find the next one.
Sometimes, usually, if I get off, I'll get stuck in the code for like the rest of the night. But yeah, sometimes if it's like a quick thing, or like if it's like a typo I need to fix real quick that I'm assigned to, that yeah, I'll kind of hop out. I do a lot of play testing in like we'll open a Visual Studio and you'll start practicing there. I do a lot of play testing that way, just because I'll try to fix something and I'll either fix it and I want to make sure that it's fixed with no weird interactions. So a lot of it is playing like 30-second games, closing it out, reopening it constantly all day.
Nice. Kind of sounds like the dream, but also I'm sure it can be tough sometimes.
Oh yeah, it definitely can be, especially if you're like trying to figure something out that you can't figure out, or the worst is if you're trying to figure something out and then you realize like a half hour later you're like, crap, that was like the easiest thing in the world. Like, why didn't I just do this? Or like I just forgot a semicolon or something. Like that's a bad example, but
yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I love it. It's a ton of fun figuring stuff out.
Yeah. I used to do a bit of coding when I was in high school. It was like technical. Anyway, I loved it when we were like programming games like Snake or something. You put some code in and you see the result right there. But then we got in like PHP and databases, and you were just moving numbers, and there was no like visuals attached to it. And then I kind of lost interest in it.
Yeah, seeing the result of what you're doing is a ton of fun. That's why I kind of like creating tests, especially while I'm working, because I'll create a test for what I want to do, and then I'll purposely let it fail, because then I'll know like where it's failing. And it's just kind of fun stepping through the process and seeing that you're actually fixing things. I guess the progress of what you're doing is a ton of fun.
Yeah, it's just fulfilling yourself if you're building something like really creating.
Definitely.
That's awesome. So I was wondering the performance statistics. When you have in the game, you have like damage done, health, and was it healing and shielding done, and damage taken. You cannot see them once the game is over. And we have seen the new checkpoint system, which is coming soon. Will this also come? So can we see browse the statistics when you lose a game?
I know it's been brought up, and it's something that I'm pretty sure something that they said they've been wanting to work on. I don't remember if it's in the checkpoint system or not with that update, but I do know that it's something that even internally we've brought up a lot, that we kind of all want. It's just kind of something that's not that I really want, but it's not really game breaking. So we want to make sure you guys can play the game. But yeah, definitely in the thought process.
It's like a nice to have, not must have.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, really nice to have too, because I love that, like seeing like how I do in the game, or like when I'm playing Dota and I can see how much I can rage about how much the Medusa did to me and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, like every time I've been streaming the last days, and then like I'm so sure I'm gonna win. I got it all figured out, and suddenly, damn, I died. What happened? You're so like startled. You don't even have time to look at it, and yeah, then would be the time to really like put the blame on the Illuvials that you see. Oh, this guy wasn't performing at all. Like,
yeah,
that's gonna help a lot. Do you think that the checkpoint system, like there has been such a good leak, I'm so excited for that, will reduce the grind? Do you think it will come in private beta, or is it in this private beta, or in the private beta too?
To be honest, I didn't see where they had it planned to be implemented. I've kind of had my head down grinding, but I got to see the next update. I am super curious what all is included. I mean, I know what I've done throughout the month, but it's kind of hard to keep up with everyone. But I actually don't know. I'll have to check up myself, because I've been wanting to read up on that. I just haven't yet.
No worries, man. I've been promising myself and you that I wouldn't fish for any leaks, but I guess I subconsciously did right there. So I'm sorry for that.
Oh no, you're good. I didn't even think I was leaking anything.
No.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm just so stoked for the checkpoints. It's gonna up the fun time so much, because like the feeling when you like die and you're like, no, I gotta get back there and like remember what I did wrong.
Yeah, that's the biggest pain, especially when you start getting up in the levels and you're like, crap, what did I do on level 7? I'm dying now and I don't remember how I passed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that it was said that there's a lot of different teams. Like obviously, there's a lot of different teams working on like different parts of the game, and it must be hard to like coordinate all of that and put it together. Did Unreal 5? Do you think it's gonna help with that? I heard it enables you to work on the same thing at the same time, like on the same. You know what I mean? Like you can work.
Yeah, probably talking about the locking where you like can't overwrite somebody else's changes. I remember I read a bit about that. Because what I do, I don't really mess with anything that would overwrite anyone else's. I haven't checked up too much on kind of how good that is, how good that system is. I mean, if it is exactly that, you can just basically work on the same project at the same time without overwriting each other or causing issues. Then yeah, that's huge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of coordinating itself though isn't too bad. I mean, now it's not messy, but having 200 people on the team is a little bit different than compared to when we had like 30 on the team. You just be like, hey, I'm locking this real quick. And we do have a channel to kind of like keep track of that stuff. So it's not really too bad. Really, the main thing is just stay as organized as you can. And it helps a ton.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have been crazy to like, what do you say, 30 people and it ramps up to 200 and what was it, like half a year or whatever?
Yeah, because I remember I started May of last year, and when I started our weekly dev meetings for autobattler, I can't remember how many people it was. It was super small, like Aaron, me, Daniel, I think like Ben, and like a couple other people. It was like 6 or 7 people. And I was obviously the newest one there, but it was just kind of crazy to see that, where it'd be a super quick meeting. Now we have, I don't know, like 15 people or something like that in that meeting, 15, 20 people. So now it takes a while longer. It's kind of, rather than kind of being able to take your time on it. If we wanted to hit the half hour, whatever it is, you kind of had to roll through it. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I feel that. So just a bit more about the autobattler. What's your favorite Illuvial? What is
Thick to lick. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. As soon as I saw it, like I'm obnoxious about it just because I freaking love the thing. The big belly, the freaking pirate eye thing, the blue eye. I loved it as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, man, he's good. First, I wasn't so sure, but I became to love him with every meme, every gif I saw about him.
Yeah, it's the cult of Tick to Lick that's coming on you. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But that one isn't released yet. So what about playable Illuvials?
I really like the Dodo's. I really like the Dodo's line and the VFX. I like how it looks. I'm more about looks. I just really like how it looks. Or I really like the shoe bill. It's Omega. It's super cool looking. I really like the effects on that.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a favorite one I play for like strategy. I guess I don't have strategy. I suck at strategy. What about you?
Well, I gotta agree with the Kuka line. It's amazing. You said Kuka line, right? In the first one.
Yeah, Dodo. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dodo. Yeah, exactly. He looks so fucking funny with the eyes like going everywhere. Like.
Insane. Yeah.
Such a good one. I guess like the one I've been enjoying most while playing it was Seer, because he can tank the most, and if you place him good with a lot of like units around him and he spins to win, he suddenly is the most damage in your team as well. So, but if you have a bit too much damage on him, he's suddenly useless and dies instantly. So yeah, but if you manage to pull it off, like Seer feels so good.
He definitely does.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm a little bit, I don't have the perfect red line, but so I'm jumping back to you personally. Where are you from, by the way? I was wondering.
Yeah, Washington State. West Coast, United States, yeah.
So that's why the time zone.
Yeah, what about you? You're probably where, Europe or something, or Australia?
Yeah. You're almost Australia, Austria. Yeah.
Austria, okay. I was trying to do the math on the time difference, because what's it, 11 for you right now? Oh, yeah, you're definitely not. I'm way too far.
Yeah, now it's close to midnight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the other way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, no, my math is opposite. Definitely not Australia.
Nice. So next big topic that is kind of behind us, but everybody is still like it's still so vivid in my mind. How about land, man? Did you buy any of it? Did you ape in? Did you ignore it?
No, I definitely aped in. I have a ton. I couldn't get my 3x3 mega city. Somebody kept on sniping. Like as soon as people saw you, like you did a certain pattern, and people were like, "Oh, this person's building a city. I'm gonna screw them over." I did get my 2x2 though, so I'm hoping that I can find some paper hands and build a 3x3, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the paper hands, man. The price is going up so far. I think like the people know what they're doing.
Yeah, definitely patient for the game. So that's good for us, right?
Yeah. No, it's good. Like either way, it's good.
Yeah.
Either you swipe the floor, or you just happy with having diamond hands in the space.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I feel you with the sniping. I feel like there was a lot of attention brought onto it by streamers and YouTubers and everything, and suddenly everybody like went full on into sniping. You saw like 2 plots next to each other. All right, I'm gonna buy everything around it. Make sure this guy has nothing.
Yeah, I brought it up internally too. I was like, crap, I wonder how many of our wallets are doxed. 'Cause I know for sure I have one wallet that there's a few community members know about, Kieran probably, and some other people too. And like once you see a team member's wallet doxed, you're like, okay, well I'm gonna snipe around this person because they're obviously gonna be interested in land. And I just didn't even think about it. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm just gonna buy on my normal wallet. I don't care.
Yeah, I was like streaming. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, here's my plots. You can snipe it, whatever. And inside my head, I was thinking, no, please don't do it.
Yeah.
I got like 3 next to each other, and then, or like 2 next to each other, 3 up, and 2 next to each other, like a little S or something.
Yeah.
And then both of the ones in between, which would give me a 2x2, got sniped, and it just went downhill from.
Yeah, I didn't get mine until the last day at like 2:30 or 3 a.m. I had to stay up till it was my very last plot after losing like 4 or 5 planned cities. So I was like, screw it. I just bought it full price. I was like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to get sniped for my last chance or stay up till 5 in the morning and do it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I should have planned it out more. I had a lot of my stuff was on the very end, and it went up. Like the prices went up. People just bought very early.
Yeah.
We'll get our mega city in the next one.
All right.
Yes, sir. And next thing that's coming up is Illuvitars. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping to be able to pick up Tick-to-Lick, obviously. So even if I can't get it, then I'll just buy it secondary, I guess. But that's pretty much the one I'm looking for. What about you?
Yeah, I'm sniping for the links. I'm trying to get a links, holo links with like I would be
That's
good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's such a cool system with like the configurable profile pictures, or the Illuvitars, where you can all the accessories, they're extra, and you can put them on your Illuvitar.
Yeah,
that's so nice.
Yeah, really cool way to make like a custom avatars in game.
Yeah, and I think there's gonna be some free ones too. You just gotta pay gas, so that's really cool.
Yeah, so then anybody will pretty much be able to get it.
Yeah. Like it's really, really accessible for anybody, and that's what I love about Illuvium. It's made for the masses. It's made for everybody in the space. It's not made for the whales. It's just you like it. Here you go. Have a peek.
Try to make it so there's as much diversification of wallets as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Are you heavily invested in crypto?
Yeah, like most of my net worth is in crypto.
Nice. A true degen here.
Oh yeah, I'm buying all the weird waifu tokens and all the random useless shit coins back from last year. Yeah.
Nice. So you're bleeding.
I think I'm actually still up. But my main thing is Illuvium though, and I've sold pretty much everything else. Like I'm mainly Illuvium, and then now I have stablecoin waiting and hoping that Ethereum goes down to like $400 so I can buy a ton of it.
Oh yeah, $400. That's what you're aiming for?
I don't know. Just some low number would be cool for me.
Man, I'm getting sweaty looking right now. I see like 1,130 going up like $30. Oh shit, it's going.
Yeah,
I'm really not good at that.
Well, yeah, I just don't worry about it. I knew for 2022 I pretty much wasn't going to sell anything, and I don't even plan to sell Illuvium anyway. So
Yeah,
I knew a bear market was coming, and it obviously sucks seeing numbers go down. But as long as you think long term,
yeah.
I am annoyed though because the other day before that 26% pump or whatever it was, I had a buy order for $850 for Ethereum. It hit
Mm.
878 or 876 on the exchange. And so I was like $20 off, and then like the next day it was like $1,150 or something like that. I'm like, man,
Oh no.
that's a little bit of Ethereum that I would have sold because there's no way a 26% pump is staying there in a bear market.
Yeah, you almost caught the perfect moment.
Yeah, just a little too greedy.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Like what you said, with you gotta be thinking long term. You gotta zoom out and just do the. It's gonna be 5, 10, 15 years. If you're in it, that's the time frame you should be in it, and not for the months.
Yeah, I'm 31, so I'm not going to retire for a long time. Don't really have to worry about it. You can kind of take those risks.
Yeah, definitely. I'm 30, and I'm right there with you. Never invest anything you can't lose, and then you can't afford to lose. So it still hurts, but you can always I don't know.
It'll hurt, but you won't be in a worse place than when you started.
Yeah, it won't like affect your mental health or whatever. You're not gonna be like, well, maybe your mental health.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I got my stuff in Illuvium too, and I just know it's gonna blow up sooner or later. Just play the long game, and trust, believe. We know it. There's no trust and belief. Like you see it, you're just convinced. There's
You got to find the projects that you can actually rely on, rather than these random projects that you're dumping into that you see like 1,500% APY, and you're like, I don't know about that one. I'll gamble with it, but I'm not going to put my life into it.
Yeah, definitely. So, getting really personal again. Are you single or do you have a partner?
I got a fiance. Yeah, right. We'll get married eventually. We're just kind of lazy about it.
That's all right. We're in a bear market. Like,
yeah. Whoa, calm down. Well, we're just going to sign a piece of paper anyways. Neither of us want a thing.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm cool with going out and drinking and stuff like that, obviously. So I'll celebrate, but I don't need a wedding. I don't care about you guys. I'm trying to go on a holiday.
That's it. Weddings are expensive, I heard, man.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations for that. And I was wondering, how do you deal with your crypto businesses with your partner? Because I talked to Vetamore and TSG about it, and they seem like their tactic is full transparency, and it seems like a good approach. What's your approach?
I don't really have one. I just tell her whatever she wants to know. She's not even interested in crypto anyways. The only thing I tell her is that I'm not going to give her my private seed phrase, just because then I know she'll try to kill me to take my money. But other than that, that's she doesn't really care. She just says, don't become poor, or if you lose everything, just don't jump off a bridge, and just do whatever you want with crypto.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, she's super chill about it.
Yeah, I like that approach. I always have that story I tell. Like the first NFT I bought was a lizard for $500, and she was like, "What the?" Like my girl, she was like, "What the hell are you doing? It's not looking that good." Even like, what is it? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Then I sold for way much, and suddenly she was happy.
Right, that's the trick. Yeah. Well, like the first one I bought was 2 waifus. Spent Ethereum on 2 because I'm dumb. I obviously lost money on that, but I just didn't really say anything about it until Illuvium was super far up. I'm like, hey, I lost an Ethereum, but also I made money here, so it's even.
Yeah, that's it. Hell yeah. So, do you think that the internal Illuvium mood gets influenced by the bear market, or are people just like in for the long term anyway, and they don't really care about the bear market right now?
Yeah, internally, I haven't noticed really any difference at all. It's just, build a fun game, build this out, and then everything else will come. I mean, we know what goes into play with the bear market, and kind of just build.
Yeah, it seems like very reasonable people in there, and yeah, that's like you guys are building. Like where that doesn't matter if it's bear or bull. Building is building, and it's gonna be an amazing game.
Yep.
No matter what.
Yeah.
I really first I was sad about my SLV that I could have jumped off of it and sold it a bit earlier, and then it just dumped down. But then I realized, man, it's gonna go so high. Like if I'm gonna look back in 5 years and gonna see what I was like scared about now, and then I'm gonna see the situation in a few years, how it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I bought my computer, so I sold an Ethereum at like $4,000 to pay for it, and like at the time it was the exact same thing. It's like, man, this really sucks selling right now. But then now I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I'm not worried about selling that anymore. That was the right choice.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking at my financial things, and I'm trying to figure out where I can spare some dollars just to ape in more.
Yep.
More.
That's what sucks about the bear market is when no matter how much you have, you're like, crap, I wish I would have saved up more. How can I pull out more money now?
Yeah. I got to work harder now to just go in more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know like you're in the right thing, because if you have that trust because you know what you're investing in, then not much can go wrong.
Yeah.
You got kids, right?
Yeah, I got one kid.
Are they in Illuvium? Are they like, you got them cooked already?
She loves it. Yeah, she's 7, so she's not really too onto the autobattler, just because she doesn't want to have to think. She likes it, but when we were doing the internal alphas for Overworld, that's what she really likes. Like every single week when I tell her there's an update, she's like, "Is there more to the Overworld?" And just bugs me about that every single time. I know that she's going to be out there just pretty much grinding that and avoiding all the encounters.
So you're pretty much going to outsource your wallet to your kid, and she's going to farm some Illuvials for you?
Oh, yeah. $500 a week she has to make me, otherwise she's grounded.
I love that. That's amazing, man. I don't have kids yet, but now I have a reason to get some.
Yeah, right? Gotta have a ton of kids. That's why one of them can make it in Hollywood.
Yeah. Or there. Hell yeah. Man, you're such a straight shot. Like every question was like boom. I thought I had too many, but we're at the end.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. I just kind of say things. It's a good thing that I have super ADHD, because I guess that helps in this case.
Yeah, definitely. Man, it's a fucking pleasure talking to you. I know why they didn't kick you out right away, why they keep you in the team.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, like are you gonna go up the ladder?
Yeah, trying to. Actually had a meeting recently with my lead Daniel. He's my direct lead, and Aaron, and they're super cool about it, because I was kind of being a junior. I was trying to see kind of like what are my weakest points, like what is the most obvious things that stand out, and they gave me a ton of good advice. They're even Daniel's helping me by assigning things to me that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone, which is great because I want to grow and I want to learn all these things. And then Aaron he sent me a Khan Academy, kind of just getting kind of more, instead of like knowing the basics of coding, it's kind of like memorizing them almost, like, know everything like it's the back of your hand, so I can become like a mid-level, the way I can be seen as like a resource. So definitely on there. Oh, I didn't say it too. Yeah, appreciate talking to you too. It's fun.
Definitely. That's awesome. I hope, I'm sure you're gonna get there. I hope very soon. And yeah, that's amazing. Like, I'm gonna talk to you in 1 year, and you're gonna be leading them.
Yeah, let's hope.
Well, and we're all gonna just be just sitting on our stack of money because of all the LV tokens.
All of our ledgers.
Yeah. Sweet, man. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna probably go to bed now.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? That's all right. The beer will help you.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna play some Illuvium.
Nice. All right. Yeah, appreciate talking to you. Thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Anytime, man.
All right, have a good night.
You too, man. Peace out. Bye.
Peace. Later.